Hey guys, Rockingtheblade here once again. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my spoiler-free movie review of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. What's up, guys? So, how was it? How was this umpteenth Marvel movie that's part of Phase 4 along with Black Widow? How did it stack in comparison to the other Marvel movies? And how was it stack in terms of like Marvel origin movies? Whew. Well, as far as like where it stacks in terms of like one of my favorite Marvel movies, I have to like really think deep into that. But as far as like, you know, origin movie wise, it's definitely like in my top 5, without a question. I know people saying it's the best one. I argue there's ones that are better, but definitely, cause I know it's because of the hype. I understand, but I would say definitely within the top 5, no lower, because Shang-Chi character was, the actor who played him was amazing. It's funny how he got the role, because when they first announced it way back when in the press conference for Phase 4, and he was all like, "Hey Marvel," he just sent a tweet at Marvel like, "Hey man, I'm a great Asian actor, perfect for this role. Hit me up." You know, kind of trolling. They didn't think they would respond, and they respond back to them like, "Okay, we'll give you a shot." He's like, "For reals?" They're like, "Yeah, see what you can do." And I'm sure he gave 110% because he got the role. He did fantastic. He looked the part. He definitely acted the part, and he showed and he physically showed the part by kicking so much ass. And basically, the part of it's him. He lives in San Francisco. He's valet driver with his female best friend. You know, he's not, you think with his skills he would do, like, be a spy or even a superhero. But no, he just wants to live a simple life. Doing that, drinking out, going to bars with his friends, singing karaoke, just enjoying his life. And all the while people kind of telling him that you could do more than what you're doing right now. You have the potential. But, he's content where he's at with his life. But as you saw from the trailer, which is not really a spoiler, he's on his way from work. He's on his way to work on a bus. These goons want something from him, and they start to grab him. And his female friend's like, "Yo, man, he doesn't know how to fight. Does it look like you know how to fight? We're nobodies. Just leave us alone." And they will start to get more aggressive on him. She tried to come to his defense, and then one of the guys just smacked her head against the glass, against the window of the bus, and of course that got him upset, and he started beating. He went like punched the crap out of one of them and just started beating the crap out of all of them. Of course, she was like, "What the hell? Where did this come from?" And had an epic fight scene on the bus. Which funny enough, one guy's like, "Yo, man, you take this big fat dude." I know, hypocrite. Look at me, but criticize like, "Hey, I used to take karate, so I'm gonna start filming in like rate, from 1 to 10, how good is his skills?" It was obviously for the sake of comedy, but it was like, wow. It's not. It would seem ridiculous, but considering how everyone's recording every little moment in terms of people fighting nowadays, it's believable. Probably 10, 20 years ago, that wouldn't be the case. I wouldn't even argue 10 years ago, but considering how more crazier we've gotten over the years, it's ridiculous that, yeah, I believe that. But after that, he tells her who he really is, and I like the fact that even though he kind of lied to her, she didn't like, "Well, you lied to me, I hate you now." She kind of like understood, because the way he explained it, he understood why he lied, and she understood and stuck by his side. So I'm glad it wasn't that whole "I hate you now" thing, BS that cartoons and shows sometimes do, even though the lie was for a good reason. I mean, I'm saying it's not good to lie, but sometimes they do it for a reason. And because they're more afraid of like if the truth was said, how will they really treat that person? Will they even be around them? So I'm glad she understood that. Also, the actor who played the main villain, dude, freaking killed it. I mean, he just knocked it out the park. I can argue he's in the top 5, maybe even top 3 best Marvel villains. And I have to say, Marvel's villains are getting a lot better. Yeah, Taskmaster wasn't as great as I hoped, but but still Taskmaster was a intimidating force, and good villain in comparison to the other smucks we got. But he was really, really good, and I do admit, someone, my friend of mine on Facebook pointed out that just like how he fits in the universe is kind of like there's a lot of holes there. So maybe in the comment section, someone can explain how he does fit into the universe. It's one of those things. Maybe I got to see the movie again because a friend of mine did bring up a lot of good points. But still, he was you understood his motivation. You understood what happened, what changed him, and then what and why he's going down the path he's going down. And like I said, he knocked that out of the park. And unlike Loki, he's all like, "I'm Loki. I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread." You know. I mean, he does monologue. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like the level of Loki. He let more his actions speak for him than his words, and it's done really, really well. And he did. The actor just was so natural and charismatic. Besides the main actor who plays Shang-Chi, that he wasn't even trying. And if you want, and this is like I think this was just his American debut and his American film debut, because he's famous. He's a famous Chinese actor in China, and IGN put out a list of like all the movies that made him famous. So if you're wondering, if you want to see more of his work, go to IGN and have a list of like all the movies he's done in China that made him famous. And I might check that out too because I'm curious to see how great he really is. And what else? The fight choreography. It's a plane doing it live. Not really, but you know what I mean. The fight choreography. My God, it's the best I've ever seen. Obviously. Probably since The Winter Soldier. Unfortunately, I heard on Twitter, I think the guy who did the fight choreography for this movie unfortunately passed. I'm hoping that he passed on his skills to someone else because this, like, the action was like high octane. It felt like it was like merging a Jackie Chan movie and a superhero movie merged into one, so it fulfilled both needs. I'm gonna use a food analogy from it. Bear with me, but it's kind of like having ice cream and cookie dough together. It fulfills both needs, and it's so satisfying. That's what it was like watching Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings. It was so good. I mean, oh God, like it was good. And the effects, even though I just said it was bad, it wasn't bad. I've seen far worse effects in movies than that. I mean, was it perfect? No, but it does the job well enough. You know what I'm saying? It's a fantasy, you know what I mean? And besides, I've seen far worse than that. They were trying, and I enjoyed it for the most part. But, I know I'm kissing this movie's butt. I know people are saying that, well, you're kissing this movie's butt. Is there any problem? Is there anything bad about it? Besides how my friend of mine mentioned how the main villain fits into the universe. The second act does slow down, I admit. It does slow down. But that one's more minor, because kind of like build up the world, establish universe of these characters and why they made the decisions they made, and how we got to this point. So it was world building, but it was interesting. I like world building, so it doesn't bother me. So I understand if it bothers others, especially after the high octane action of the first act. Clearly understand, but however, thankfully, it's not. The world building is not terrible. I rather enjoy it, and when it does pick up in the third act, it's like it picks up like Fast and Furious. And one critic, I do agree, they don't want to do a live action Dragon Ball Z movie besides Zack Snyder. I would also get this director to do a live action Dragon Ball Z movie because he passed my audition. Like, he's worthy. Besides Zack, either Zack or this director should do a live action Dragon Ball Z movie, because I'd be all for it, because he killed it with this movie. And yeah, as far as like a lot of cool Marvel Easter eggs, yeah, I don't think one was fighting an Abomination. I think it was fighting Marvel's like version of Aquaman. I think he's more from that universe. It seemed like he was like Abomination at first, but I think it's someone else. I won't say why that is, because that's a kind of a spoiler, but you'll see it when you see the movie. You understand why. I think it's more referencing that universe. Unfortunately, we probably won't see it anytime soon because that character wasn't announced for Phase 4. Maybe we might see him in Phase 5. I'm not sure, but overall, great action. I enjoy the effects. I love the heroes. I love the villains. Of course, it was funny. Like I said, one more thing I didn't like besides how the villain fit and the slow pace of the third act, of the second act, excuse me. They show off a character from Iron Man 3. I won't say who. Me even saying that's probably giving away too much, but they bring a certain character back from Iron Man 3, which you probably might like. I despise. I was like rolling my eyes the entire time. I'm like, can we hurry this up? I really don't care for this character, seriously. Yeah, again, you may enjoy me. No. But that's just me, and that's my thoughts on the matter. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Did you love the movie? Did you hate the movie? Are you somewhere between? Let me know in the comment section below. I definitely want to hear you guys' thoughts on this matter. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy my movie review. As always, please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And as always, this is Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day. And also, I'm recording this on Sunday, so happy Labor Day in advance. Please drink responsibly and have fun. Have fun, but do it safely and responsibly. Alright guys, have a good one.